Some of the people in the northwest of Sydney have been through 6 floods, the last 3 of which this year. Thousands and thousands of residents remain out of their homes, unlikely to return, if they're lucky, until later this week. And what they will see of the damage that has been done is unimaginable. Put it all together: torrential rain, overflowing rivers, coastal erosion, damaging winds, hazardous surf conditions, and it's danger with a capital D. Then there's the clean-up. It is hard to get your head around the realities. I was reading about the beautiful and historic Camden, 65 kilometres from the Sydney CBD. Immigrant families settled there under Governor Burke's 1835 plan. Governor King granted land in Camden to John MacArthur, and so began the thriving Australian wool industry. There's history everywhere. The Camden Post Office opened on the 1st of May 1841. Imagine this: Tennis Camden's head coach, Laurie Geist, has been flooded 4 times, all of them this year. He's had no electricity since April. And yesterday his tennis courts were 1.5 metres underwater. You just soldier on, he said, but you wonder how. People not affected by the floods will be affected in the supermarkets. The floods have simply destroyed crops and placed further strain on supply chains. IGA New South Wales is saying there'll be retail price increases of as much as 200% on the prices of a year ago, and those prices will now remain for longer after the last bout of rain. We've all heard the stories about iceberg lettuce soaring above $10, silver beet $9.50, kale $7 a bunch, bok choy $5, lettuce $6. All Australians are going to feel the impact of this as our agricultural supplies are decimated. One point I should make: the climate change alarmists will be claiming justification for their determination to blame everything on climate change, except dangerous floods have occurred in every Australian state over the last 150 years. From Gundagai in New South Wales in 1852, which saw 89 deaths and the entire settlement of 250 people destroyed, to Melbourne in 1934, November 29, 36 deaths, 6,000 homeless and over 400 buildings damaged, 18 people drowned, a further 18 killed by collapsing buildings. In the Hunter Valley in 1955, around Singleton and Maitland, there were 24 deaths, 59 homes destroyed, 40,000 people evacuated from a total of 40 towns. Is it too much to ask the climate change alarmist to shut up for a while? Australia has seen these weather events for the last 150 years. Any such event brings with it tragedy. But what we are experiencing occurred in Australia long before the climate change addicts took to their exaggerated rhetoric.